Tony D and Little Joan in the background, and this is a screenwriter's rant on True Spirit, movie about a girl who sails around the world. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Check out my books, links in the description. Comedy horror in South Jersey. It's the Pineys, books 1 through 10, available at Amazon.com. Don't forget, Kindle Unlimited is free. So let me see if I can get a shot of this boat. That's her boat, a curly sailboat called Pink. That's fine. I mean, it's a girl overcoming adversity movie. Sure. It's about a girl who decides to be the first solo sailor around the world, female solo sailor or whatever. And this is her dad back on land and her mother worrying about her. Is that Claire Danes? I think it is. She old enough to play the mom? I guess she is. When Jessica Watson sets out to be the youngest person to sail solo, non-stop and unassisted around the world, she must overcome her greatest fear as she navigates the world's most challenging stretches of ocean, based on a true story. I'm not sure what the true story is. I assume she made it and came back, and that was the end of the story. Maybe she drowned. I don't know. So, you know, it's one of these inspirational movies where True Spirit, and it's, I think it's February 3rd was the day. Yeah, February 3rd on Netflix. I don't know. Looks kind of boring to me. I mean, I don't think it looks bad. It just looks boring. Girl sailing around the world, sitting in a boat the whole movie, talking to her folks on the phone. A breathtaking journey based on a true story of Jessica Watson. I don't know. Did she make it? Did she make it? I assume she did. I assume it would be a downer of a movie if she died. Let's see. Jessica Watson. That's it. I'm guessing she made it. So, yeah. So she was born in 93. So I don't know. She's 29 now. I don't know how old was she when she did this. This was in 2009. So she was 16? Is that right? Yeah, well, that's kind of impressive. So she was 16 when she did this. Good for her. I mean, that's pretty impressive. 16, sailing around the world. It's a pretty big record. You know, so good for her. I just don't think it'd make all that interesting a movie. You know what I mean? It's just going to be a lot of melodrama that they're going to have to wedge in here. That, yeah, I'm sure she encountered some storms. I'm sure it was grueling. I'm sure she ran out of food at one point or something. I'm sure she wished herself, oh, why did I do this? You know, it's all the same notes, but I'm not, you know, the real person. That's impressive. For a movie, I don't know. You know, for a movie, I think it would be a better documentary, maybe. You know, and maybe like an hour. I don't know if you could do 90 minutes of this, but, you know, I guess it'll be inspirational. I mean, I'd rather see this than, you know, the woke, stupid movies where they take a male character and then hammer a woman character in his place. Because this is a real person who actually accomplished something. So, you know, it's not a bad movie, I don't think. It's just, I don't think it'll be all that interesting to me. I mean, the first act will be she's training for this, wants to do it, comes up with the idea or whatever, and her parents are like, I don't know, but she convinces them. I guess they blow a lot of money on a ship for her or whatever. What do you want for your 16th birthday? A car? A vacation? No, I want a boat. I want to sail around the world. Oh, God. So I guess they probably go over the deets, which is kind of interesting. And then the second act, she takes off on the boat, and at first it's great, and she sees whales and sunsets and all this stuff. And then it starts to get a little real. There's a storm or two, and she's navigating, and I don't know, she's trapped in a dead part of the ocean, let's say, and gets stuck. And she can't ask for assistance. and she thinks about calling it quits, and there's a big dramatic moment where the family's like, "You've got to come back," and she toughs it out and makes the journey. However, I don't know. She went like over 21,000 nautical miles. Is that sufficient around the world? I don't know. And then the third act is she does it, and then maybe you get some of the fallout, like, oh, she's home and she's a little, a little tired and wobbly from being on the sea for months and months and months, but no worse for wear. And there's a big happy reunion, and then she does talk shows, and then they talk about, oh, maybe someday I'll do a movie about me. And then the credits roll, and at the end of the credits, you see the real Jessica and the real parents, and I don't know. That's usually how this goes. Again, I don't think it'll be awful. I think for a young kid watching the movie might be inspiring, might be interesting. If you're into sailing, I'm sure this would be interesting if they get the deets right. For me, I'm just like, okay, I could wrap this up in a half hour. Yeah, I could see a half hour documentary is about all I need about this. I want to just hear the details of the trip, why she did it, the problems, maybe some of the footage, and I'm out in 20, 30 minutes. 90 minutes, there's going to be a lot of faux drama that I'm not interested in. I want to see the real person in this case. But that all being said, it's on Netflix. I mean, will I watch it? Probably not. If I watch this movie, I'd probably end up zooming through half of it. I'd click ahead and go, this is boring. Let's see. Oh, she sees a whale. Okay. But from a dramatic standpoint, it's a real challenge, because what do you do for drama here? She's out on the ocean by herself. Yeah, she can make the calls, but how many of them can you see before that starts to get boring? There's no love interest here that I'm aware of. Doesn't appear that she has a boyfriend or anything. It's just her and her parents, so that's wholesome. I mean, it's wholesome. But again, there's only so much at stake. I mean, really, I have to question the parents, but, you got a willful teenager who seems very capable, maybe. Yeah, I mean, I couldn't sit through the whole thing, probably. It'd probably be too slow-paced for my destroyed attention span, but I could see people liking this movie. I can't see it being a big hit, because I think a lot of people like me, they're kind of like, all right, let's just get to the point. They don't have the patience for it, but I could see people watching this who are, who would connect with it, who would be inspired or say, oh, that's cool. So yeah, true spirit. I mean, this would be something to show to like a young kid, I think, male or female. Anyone interested in sailing, really. Although maybe you're buying yourself a problem if you do. Oh my God, she did it. I could do it too, right? That costs a lot of money, and we don't want you murdered. Because it is dangerous. Let's keep in mind. It's she could have died. One really bad storm, capsized in the middle of the ocean. Yeah, she is done. She is done. Because she gets capsized and doesn't have her phone to call someone. Oh, it's over. It is over, over, right? Her let's say her phone goes in the ocean, the whole thing capsizes. She's just on the back of that thing until they figure out, oh, haven't heard from her in a while. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they had a plan. That would be one thing I would be interested. I'd be probably interested more in the wind-up and the ending, right? I'd want to see like the wind-up. Okay, so they've got this plan. If something goes wrong, like maybe she checks in every day, and then if she doesn't, well, we're calling the Coast Guard or whatever, and they know where she is, and they're tracking her by satellite, and they could kind of gauge if they don't hear from her in like a few hours, then it's like, oh. Although it'd be kind of annoying, like being in that storm and your phone's ringing and ringing. Ma, Dad, I'm trying not to die. Anyhow, that's it for me, Tony D and Little Joan. I will be at the White Horse Winery at 6 p.m. on Friday, doing an event. So don't miss that. That's in Hamilton. So come on out. And then also be at WildCon on Saturday. That's in Wildwood, New Jersey. So big weekend. And check us out on Odysee, Bitchute, and Rumble for our more bass takes. We'll see you. Ta-da!